Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me once again on this journey of digital marketing in South Africa. So what is digital marketing? Sometimes it always feels like we all know what it is, but I always like to just start in the definition of certain concepts. So digital marketing in its basic format is doing marketing on a digital platform, marketing of your product or services using any digital platform. And digital platforms can be your Google, your social media platforms, your phone. So that's all part of digital marketing, whether you do your marketing via WhatsApp statuses or you do via SMSs, that's part of digital marketing. Why is it important? So we'll start with numbers. There are about 8 billion people in the world, and out of that, 5.34 billion use mobile phones. So you can see the importance and vastness of digital marketing. So as business owners or brand owners, brand managers, marketing managers, digital marketing is a no-brainer. What are the key things to look out for? So one of the things with digital marketing is the constant change. One advice that we have is that you constantly need to be on the lookout, because 1 minute this could be working on a particular platform today and tomorrow it's no longer relevant. So like for instance, I think one of the platforms that was recently launched was Threads by Instagram, which hardly did anything. It's still there, but it's not doing as well. I think what Meta was trying to do with Threads was they were trying to compete with Twitter, and they launched Threads, which is meant to be more of a microblog site where you can share your views just like Twitter, but it didn't do as much. But when they launched it, there seemed to be an interest and everyone was thinking it's going to do well. So you always have to keep up and always be on the lookout for trends within the space, because if something has been working, it does not mean like in 2 years' time it's still going to be working. When you look at digital marketing, I think one of the things that we get within the agency is that clients would walk in and they would say, I'm wanting to do digital marketing. And we ask, so who is your target audience? And one would say, everyone is my target audience. And we always say, okay, you need to go back to the drawing board, because you cannot target everyone. You need to have a very specific target audience for you to reach everyone. I mean, you can imagine if you say everyone is your target market, how much money you would need to have to reach everyone. I mean, big brands don't do that. They focus on specific people that they know if we put a spend behind this person, we are going to get our returns. So there are various elements within digital marketing, and I think we tend to divorce it from the basic principles of marketing, whereby you have to first have a very well-positioned offer. Like someone would just say, okay, I'm wanting to sell chocolates, or I want to sell my services, it's business to business, I'm targeting all procurement managers. And that does not work. You need to understand your positioning, what it is that you're offering to the market, and make sure that you're clear on how your digital footprint is set out in the various digital platforms. Design thinking is one of the tools that we use, so that it's not about what we think our audience is looking for, but it's more about understanding the audience. And I would really encourage each and every one of you to really look at design thinking steps and see how you can use them to understand who your target audience is, because they're very clear steps in terms of you empathize, you define who this target audience is, you come up with ideas, and also you sort of build scenarios to say, how do I reach that target audience? And the beauty of digital marketing is that you can also test various things that you do. So like, for instance, you start off and run an advert on Facebook, and then there's like an A and B split testing that you can do to understand what is working, what is not working, which is, by the way, the beauty of digital marketing, because marketing back in the days when we started off, you would develop a piece of communication you put it out there, you spend all the time coming up with a TV ad and pulling everything together, and only at execution stage, when the TV ad is already flighting, you realize this is not working. So to undo and try and fix that, it's probably another month just to pull down the TV ad and redo. Whereas with digital marketing, it's really a matter of saying, okay, this is not working, let's quickly change it, let's change the design around, let's do this, and the next day you could be flighting based on the insights that you're getting from your target audience. With everything, it's important to start off, once you've understood your target audience, you've looked at what it is, what are their pain points, where are they coming from. The next thing is to look at setting out the goals of what you're doing. What is it that you're trying to achieve? And there are various goals that you could go out. And I know one of the things that we get within the agency is that, especially small business owners, they'll be like, okay, my goal is to make money. I want clients through the door. Yes, we all want to make money, but you have to have a story to tell. You need to understand that you need to hook your audience with a specific story, and it's not something that you're going to say, I've posted. Yes, it happens sometimes that you post and you get an instant sale, but we are not talking sales, we are talking more digital marketing. I think at some point we will do a distinction between what marketing is versus sales. So marketing is really about creating the brand, having a very specific positioning within the target audience, and being tactical and understanding how you hook and connect with your audience. Whereas sales is about converting that audience into your buying customers. But I think we will explore that later on as we go about the different videos that we're going to be doing. So once you've understood what it is that you're wanting to do, whether you're wanting to create awareness, you want to connect with your audience, you want to convert them, then it makes it easier to identify the different platforms that you need to be focusing on. So for instance, if you're a plumber and you're wanting to reach or create awareness of your services around a specific area, maybe your choice of digital platform should be more your Google Ads. Versus someone who wants to reach B2B customer, business to business customers, that could be a LinkedIn. So it's very important to define what is your main objective. Are you wanting to connect your customers? Are you wanting people to be aware of who you are? And yes, ultimately, this will lead to sales if you nurture your leads properly through your what we call a marketing funnel. Once you've done with your objectives, I think this is where the stuff now it's getting very exciting, because you can from there develop your content from what you have put together. But I think before we get to content development, I think it's very important to also come up with what we call a brand story. Each and every brand, big brands that you see out there, they have a very specific brand story, and this is based on pulling all the different elements, your target audience, their pain points, what are they looking for, the positioning of who you are, and have a very relatable brand story that you know that whenever you're trying to develop something, this is almost like the Bible of where we wanting to be seen, or where we want to be positioned as that specific brand or product. I think in the next video we're going to be exploring the different platforms and looking at how we can leverage each platform for different things, and also just understanding the platforms, not just from us as consumers or just socially as we do when we are just knowing that TikTok, you can do dance videos, you can do that, but how can we leverage them as a business or as an individual that's trying to grow their personal brand. So please do join me on the next video as we explore different platforms.